opens up with a pastor praying for people, and one lady, I don't know if this is what everybody say, but when I was growing up in church, they would say you get slain in the spirit when someone lay hands on you. The first lady, she get the Holy Ghost. She's laid out. Second lady, she wasn't going for all that. She ain't want to fall down. It was funny. She pushed the pastor's hand when he was trying to pray for her. He's like, if you don't want to be saved, don't come up here. That was just funny. So next you see Pastor Stinney in his office. Corey comes in saying like, hey, I want to have a youth night. And, you know, Corey kind of have to sell him on it, but he don't have to work too hard. He's like, yeah, you can have a youth night. Go ahead. So he calls Keisha and he apologizes for neglecting her because remember, she got a promotion last episode and everything, and he hadn't even talked to her because he was so focused on the funeral and everything, all his pastoral duties. So, he arranges to have her come out here. He was also doing some lying because apparently Corey just loved to lie. He was like, I organized all this stuff for the funeral. And if you remember, it was actually the secretary or the mother of the church. She was the one who organized getting food and all of that for the funeral. But, Corey be lying. That's what we come to find out. So, Rodney and Corey, they're just talking about what they need to do to get the youth night together. And Rodney always calling Corey out on his stuff. He's like, you need to stop lying. And Corey ain't worried about it. He gonna keep doing what he's doing. So they go ahead and call Toby Nwigwe to see a nice little cameo to see if he can come out, so they can get some people to come to the youth service. And he agrees. Well, he says, I'll try. We have to go out of town, but I'm pretty sure I'll be able to come through. But don't advertise it. Don't tell people. But I'm pretty sure I'll be able to come through. Of course, Corey loves that social media, and he gonna do a digital flyer. He reaches out to JoJo, the kid that, he made that connection with, who came to church, who's been coming to him and talking to him, and he almost low key like his little buddy. So he's like, hey, and invite some teenagers, and I'll get you a flyer because he was saying that he likes Toby, and he's like, if Toby really gonna come, like, yeah, we'll come. So Rodney say he gonna make a digital flyer with Toby's face, Kev's face, and his face because Rodney's gonna do the praise and worship. You're not supposed to be telling people and advertising that Toby is coming, right? But okay, Corey don't do right. So, get the scene of Corey, but I can't take it being Kev out my mind, and Keisha making out, about to get busy. Oh, y'all, I was like, oh, I can't watch. No. They was kissing for real. I was like, oh Lord, I know this is Corey, but that's still Kev. It freaked me out. But hey, he acting. What can you do? So grandma breaks it up because they were about to get busy. He's trying to get her off of him, like, we can't do this. And she's like, you the pastor. Her sister made that plan, like, you need to put it on him so he come back home and don't try to stay in Lubbock. So he resists temptation. Well, his grandmother helped him resist temptation because he was about to give in, and then grandma broke it up. He goes to a separate room, and Toby texts and says, hey, I can't make it because one of my kids is sick. And it's like, oh man, that's why he shouldn't advertise, right? So you get to the scene, and they're at the church. It's Rodney and JoJo and some of his friends. There's a young man named Bernard there. He might be a gospel artist that I don't know of because he could really sing. And later on, he had like a full song, like produced track. So he's probably a gospel singer that I just don't know, or a gospel rapper because he was singing and rapping, had a nice little tight track or whatever. So you see Keisha and Corey just talking as they're preparing for church to come, and they have all these signs up saying Toby is still gonna be there, and Keisha's like, you could have just canceled. But it turns out that Corey has Toby and Fat impersonator, so they got lip syncing impersonators. It ends up being BT Kingsley, and I think the comedian's name is Brandy. But I've seen them, on stuff on you. Like I follow BT. He on a lot of his stuff. He had a podcast, and I can't remember the name of it, but I haven't seen them do it lately. But anyway, BT Kingsley is hilarious, and Brandy, I think she's on that Black People Don't Do Improv, and she was on Power too. So I've seen her on a lot of stuff. Like she be acting. So yeah, they're lip syncing. Like the kids are still hyped, so it actually kind of works out. But Corey and Keisha know that it is bad because they got like these bootleg posters with Toby's name just written in marker. They over here hopping around, doing a lot, lip syncing, and just pretty much doing a lip sync battle at this point. But like, hey, even the older folks started getting into it towards the end. And Corey has a good message. He even ties in the fact that Toby wasn't able to show up and they were impersonating them, and God don't want you to impersonate people. Like, Corey can preach. It ended up working out or whatever. So at the end, Pastor Stinney, was giving them props and saying like, we got so many donations through the stream. But Keisha overhears the fact that like, Pastor Stinney, this is still his church. He's going to preach on Sunday. And no, Corey is not taking over. So Keisha was like, you know what? You just been lying. You're not the pastor. And I'm about to go back home. So, Corey just like, dang. You shouldn't be lying. Rodney been telling you don't lie. And lied about a pastor. Like, Rodney had made that point earlier. Like, it's already bad to lie. And on top of it, you're lying about being a pastor. Like, that's even worse. See, like, you just trying to go to hell. So, it just ends with him being like, dang, my girl didn't caught me in my lie. And, you always got to look for the end credits. So, Lori Lee from the back pew is on YouTube saying he's a liar. He said Corey is a liar and something is fishy. Like, he said Toby was going to be there and Toby did not show up. And, she on to him about that. And she finna end up finding out, I'm sure, that he is not over that church at Lubbock. I think the mother of the church, a.k.a. the secretary, because she been coming in and hating like on Corey all the way through. Like, yes, he is lying, but he have been doing some good stuff too. She just don't want to give him a break. But he honestly should have did stuff the right way, and maybe he could have won her over. But she ain't feeling Corey. So I don't know if maybe she gonna do something with Laura Lee. I predict Laura Lee gonna find out that he lying. Shoot, Keisha might even bring it to him. Who knows? I don't know where it's gonna go, but it's some good writing. I'm ready for the next episode. I see where it's going. I have theories of what's gonna happen. Like, it's good. But yeah, Laura Lee is like, we gonna see what's going down, and then you get a good cameo with Erica Campbell. They talking about the white dress, and I just loved her whole cameo. So I always stay after the credits because you always gonna get a good little gem, a good little laugh. But yeah, that was Churchy, episode 4. Kev on Stage, they onto something over there with that. They ain't let me down yet. Another good episode. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you liked the episode, drop that church emoji down in the comments, especially if you made it this far. Thank you for watching again. Have a good day.